$750,000. Half up front. The job is to play a role. Read it before you decide.
3 weeks, 500,000.
Someone is willing to pay you $750,000 for 3 months. Half up front.
I don't sell my body, please leave.
Your brother's name is Leo, right? Well, Kennett. Hematology.
$750,000. Half up front. The job is to play a role. Read it before you decide. There is a slight resemblance to her, but not the eyes. Hers are blue.
No genuine emotional attachment. Automatic termination upon expiration. Never to meet again.
Do you have any questions?
What's your name?
Damien Blackwood. You will remember that name.
Grandfather, I'm Serena. We've come to see you.
Keep your hands still.
Grandfather, I'm Serena. We've come to see you.
Your hands are sweating. Don't be nervous. Everyone is like that meeting the family for the first time.
Grandfather is the only one who requires your full performance. For everyone else, just don't slip up. Don't speak proactively. Don't give interviews. Don't post anything on social media.
Understood.
You did adequately today.
You studied harder than Aurora ever did.
Mrs. Van, there are rumors that you are just a temporary substitute for Aurora Sterling. How do you respond?
Again, smile naturally. Keep the answer short. No comment with a smile is enough. Don't try to justify.
Can't sleep?
Studying the files? What was the name of the 5th-generation Blackwood's wife?
Eleanor Hayes, from the Boston shipping family. 3 sons. The second son...
You studied harder than Aurora ever did.
Julian, are you running a background check on my fiancés, or are you eating?
Drink half. Don't finish it. Someone with shaky lips won't survive Julian's onslaught.
I said half.
I heard you, but I needed the whole thing.
But Miss Vance, what business are your parents in? I don't recall Damien ever mentioned them.
They passed away. I'm an independent artist.
Artist? Which art school?
Julian, are you running a background check on my fiancés, or are you eating?
You're shaking, but you held up.
I told him my parents passed away. My parents passed away, that was the truth. My father died when I was 12. My mother died of cancer 3 years ago. I didn't lie.
I'm sorry.
Remember who you are. You're a stand-in.
Who is that man? Mr. Marcus paid for the surgery. He said he was your boyfriend?
He's a friend, a very wealthy friend.
Sis, you never lie. You're lying now.
The surgery is what matters. Don't worry about anything else. When you're better, I'll tell you everything. You checked up on me?
Marcus gave it to me. Surgery is next Wednesday. I've arranged for the Blackwood Foundation to handle it. Your advance payment includes medical support. It's in the contract.
Remember who you are. You're a stand-in. 3 months from now, you'll leave with nothing. People in a transaction don't remember what coffee the other person drinks.
Move closer. Are you acting like we don't get along?
Doesn't drinking some that dicker make you frown?
You're observing me?
It's for work.
Try it. I've had Marcus arrange the best team fliz for your brother's surgery. You don't need to worry about the money anymore.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. It's a transaction.
People in a transaction don't remember what coffee the other person drinks.
Are you concerned about me?
The heir hasn't officially married. We can't guarantee the stability of family business succession. Damien, what are you to convince us?
The wedding date is set for next month. Any other objections?
The bride's background? We've only seen a resume full of holes so far.
My personal affairs do not require board approval. Anyone who continues to bring this up, I will consider it a provocation against the Blackwood family.
You were in meetings all day? Marcus said you didn't have dinner.
You're a contract employee. You don't need to worry about this.
You're also my employer. If you collapse, my contract becomes void.
Are you concerned about me?
I'm concerned about the contract.
What are you doing?
3 months. Only 3 months. It's just reference material, just reference material. You went through my paintings?
It's my apartment. Like it?
Every brushstroke is pure rage. The artist must have just lost someone important when they painted this.
This painting was part of my mother's collection. She died 3 months after she finished it.
I didn't know it was your mother's. I'm sorry.
It's nothing. It's all in the past.
When my mother passed, I kept all her unfinished works. I finished them one by one. Some people thought it was foolish, but I felt those paintings deserved to be completed.
So you'll finish things for others?
Depends on whether that person is worth it.
The gallery people want to buy your paintings.
I didn't exhibit anything.
I showed them some of the sketches you did in the apartment. They said the style is good.
You went through my paintings?
It's my apartment.
You're real. In front of grandfather, you're real.
You can cook?
I lived alone for a few years during Harvard.
You're too thin. You don't look good on camera.
So you cooked for me just for PR?
What do you think?
That grandson of mine lost his parents young. He's been wrapped in ice for 20 years. You're the first person to ever brought him out.
Grandfather,
Grandfather, how are you feeling today?
You found a good girl.
Does your grandfather know about the contract?
No. And I don't plan to tell him.
So he's always thought I was your real fiancé?
You're real. In front of grandfather, you're real.
And in front of others?
I don't know.
This is fake. All of this is fake.
You're Damien Blackwood's fiance, right? I'm a reporter from the New York Post. An anonymous source says you look very much like Aurora Sterling. Any comment?
No comment.
Someone started digging. If the information reached a Post reporter, it's from inside the circle. You'd better minimize solo outings for a while.
Who's digging?
Not sure yet, but it doesn't feel like ordinary paparazzi.
Starting tomorrow, you'll have a personal driver and security.
This is fake. All of this is fake.
High end or low end doesn't matter. What matters is that he's with me now.
So you're Damien's new fiancé. You do have a certain resemblance to our Aurora.
Hello, I'm Serena.
Serena, from which family?
A distant relative of the Webb family. If you're interested, Aunt Victoria, I can arrange a meeting.
No need. I'll have Aurora come and meet you herself another day.
So you're the stand-in.
Relax. I'm not here to expose you. I just wanted to see what kind of girl Damien found. Turns out it's a low-budge version of me. High end or low end doesn't matter. What matters is that he's with me now.
What took so long?
I ran into Aurora.
What did she say to you?
Nothing.
Serena, what'd she say?
She said I was a low-budge version of her.
What are you doing? You signed a contract. You're party A. You have no other obligations to her. She shouldn't have been there. Victoria shouldn't have brought her. This is a provocation. You are not a low-budget version. You are not comparable to her in any way. Do you hear me?
Damien, are you angry?
Yes, I'm angry.
At who?
At myself. For dragging you into this mess, for letting you be spoken to like that.
3 months from now, I'll be gone. Then she wins.
What if I don't let you go when the 3 months are up? I lost my composure. Get some rest. What are you doing? You signed a contract. You're party A. You have no other obligations to her.
The surgery was very successful.
How's Leo? Marcus told me the surgery time. I've been waiting for your news.
How did you know the surgery was today?
I know all your schedules.
Then why didn't you call me?
I was afraid you'd be distracted if you had to answer the phone. Now you can shake. It's over. Leo is okay.
Thank you.
You've thanked me many times today.
Not for the money. Thank you for not calling.
Why?
Because if you had called, I would have cried. And crying in front of you would be embarrassing.
Have you ever cried in front of me?
No.
You can try. Where are you going?
To the studio.
10 more minutes.
You go first.
You rarely laugh.
You laugh even less?
Then laugh more.
Then stop keeping such a straight face.
I'll try.
What you make is more energizing than coffee.
Damien, are you listening?
Are you done? If you're done, meeting adjourned. You actually can cook.
What did you think? That I'm the type who only orders takeout? So your taste buds do work. Was all that bitter espresso just for show?
I drink espresso for work efficiency.
Then try this. Tiramisu. I made it this afternoon. Not good?
You don't need to drink Americano anymore.
Why?
What you make is more energizing than coffee.
Nice work. But I'm not here to buy paintings. I'm here to talk. I know who you are, Serena Vance. Father died early. Mother died of cancer 3 years ago. Brother Leo just had a bone marrow transplant, paid by the Blackwood Foundation. How long do you think that story will hold?
Damien told me to pick you up. What did she say?
Victoria knows everything about me. She said if I step aside voluntarily, she'll give me enough money for Leo and me to start over abroad.
Did you say yes?
No. But I don't know how much longer I can hold on.
Serena, there's something I never told you. Before Mr. Arthur passed, he said something to me alone. He said that if one day you're faced with a choice, on his behalf, tell you, contracts can be written.
What did Victoria say to you?
She said I'm not good enough for you. She said everything between you and me is built on a piece of paper. A piece of paper that could be torn at any moment.
What do you think?
I think 3 months are almost up.
And what if I won't let that happen?
Damien, you're in love with someone who doesn't exist. You love the role of fiancé, not me.
I said, don't. Can the contract be terminated early?
Yes. But the consequence is, you let her go early, she gets the rest of the money, and you two have no further connection.
What if I want to amend the terms? Did you pack?
Not yet.
Then don't.
What do you mean?
I said, don't. That role was your performance, but those laughs were real. Those paintings were real. Your heartbeat when you held me was real. Starting now, don't leave my sight for a single minute. Do you hear me?
Two weeks left. Do you need to discuss follow-up arrangements?
No need.
Someone broke into my studio.
Someone was looking for your personal documents, contract copies, that kind of thing.
I didn't keep any evidence. The original contract is with you. I don't have a copy.
Starting now, don't leave my sight for a single minute. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
I don't care why you came here, but I want you to stay now.
I can't keep hiding like this. I still need to go to the hospital to see Leo.
I'll go with you. I can.
You're the CEO. You have a company to run.
The company isn't more important than you.
So you're the guy who paid for my surgery?
I'm your sister's fiancé.
All right, I approve.
Approve of what?
You being my brother-in-law.
Why did you tell my brother you were my fiancé? You know the contract is almost over.
Because I wish it were true.
Damien, you say that again.
I said, I wish it were true. You are real. We are real. I don't care why you came here, but I want you to stay now. Then you're staying. I'll handle the contract. The contract has 2 weeks left. But I want to confirm one thing with you today. Serena, do you like me?
I need you to say it.
Yes.
Do you still want to leave?
No.
Then you're staying. I'll handle the contract. Sign it again. This time, I'll write the terms.
You take the money and leave. I take back my position. Everyone's happy.
I'm here to see Damien.
Aurora, the engagement was automatically voided when you fled the wedding.
There's no such thing as automatic voidation in the law. We signed a letter of intent.
Where's your little stand-in? Hiding her?
Guess what the public would think if they saw these? A woman of unknown background living in the Blackwood penthouse, her brother's medical bills paid by the Blackwood Foundation, while the real fiancé is locked out.
What do you want?
What I want is simple. The wedding. That position was always mine.
See you again, stand-in. 2 weeks until the contract expires, right? You take the money and leave. I take back my position. Everyone's happy.
He won't marry you.
Then tell him to marry you now. Does he dare?
Move the wedding up next weekend.
Aurora said a few things to me outside.
Don't believe anything she says.
She said you'd marry her after the contract expires.
That's nonsense.
Then what's your plan? She came with a lawyer. She says she has a letter of intent.
That document has almost zero legal standing, but the Sterlings have media resources. She can blow this into a scandal.
Announce the wedding cancellation first, a joint statement of peaceful disarration. That removes Aurora's legal grounds for further entanglement.
That would cement the narrative that Serena was the interstroper.
I have an idea. Move the wedding up. Next weekend. Cook the rice and the Sterlings won't have a leg to stand on.
Since when do you look out for me?
I'm looking out for you. Because I want to see you jump into a bigger pit.
I'm not going along with Julian's plan. He's pushing me to act hastily, waiting to see me humiliated at the wedding.
What if I'm willing?
You're willing to what?
Move the wedding up next weekend. Shut Alora out completely.
Do you know what that means? It's not acting anymore, it's real.
I know. I'm ready. Are you?
On the wedding day, everything will be revealed.
If we get married, it's for life. I can't marry and then divorce. Are you sure?
I'm sure. But you have to promise me one thing.
What?
One day, if you ever find out something about me that makes you feel deceived, you have to at least give me a chance to explain.
What are you hinting at?
I just want to leave myself an exit.
An happy wedding.
Congratulations, Miss Sterling. Your plan is working. He's rushing to marry a fake bride.
On the wedding day, everything will be revealed.
Are you sure her true identity will deal maximum damage at that moment?
I've already arranged for the information to be sent to 3 major media circuits before the wedding. Mid-ceremony, all of America will know who the bride really is.
I'm scared that you'll regret it.
Are you serious about this?
I'm already wearing it. Could it be fake?
You wearing this, I won't be able to focus on anything wedding related.
Go wait outside. I have another one to try on.
One more minute.
Sis, are you really gonna marry him? Not because of the money?
No.
Do you love him?
Yes.
Then it's fine. Nothing else matters.
Leo, if anyone ever says anything bad about me, remember, everything I did was for you.
I know.
Are you nervous?
No. You?
I'm scared
Of what?
that you'll regret it.
I won't regret it. Sleep. After tomorrow, you'll officially be a Blackwood.
Damien.
Damien Blackford, do you take Serena Vance to be your wife, to love and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, forsaking all others, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Contract, 750,000. 3 months.
Security, clear the room. All media out.
Damien. Leo, I messed up. Everything is messed up. Damien, I can explain.
Explain what? Explain that you were hired under contract? Explain your name, your identity. Which parts are real and which are fake?
My name is real. I am real. Leo is real. My mother was real.
Then what between you and me is real?
All of it. All of it afterward was real.
Afterward? Then what was before? So Marcus knew from the beginning, and Arthur knew.
Your grandfather said contracts can be written.
My grandfather arranged everything for me until his last breath. Even my feelings were arranged.
Sis, how's the wedding?
Leo, I messed up. Everything is messed up.
Sis, where are you? I'm coming to get you. Sis, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. The contract is void. The money's already spent. Your surgery, follow-up treatment, recovery, all of it.
How am I supposed to pay him back?
Then pay it back slowly. I'll get a job.
You focus on getting better.
Sis, no matter what happened, you're my sister. That's never going to change.
Damien, this is on me. I was the one who initiated the contract.
She's gone.
I know.
She said everything afterward was real. Should I believe her?
You should trust your own eyes. You've known her for 3 months. Do you think she's a liar?
A liar wouldn't have stayed by Arthur's bedside all night. A liar wouldn't have painted so many portraits of you.
says market crash, crashes, and workgate.
Don't watch that.
Some of what they're saying is true.
Fact is, you signed a contract to save my life. So what? Does that make you a bad person?
You've made the Blackwood name the laughingstock of America.
Why would I resign?
You hired a fraud to pose as your fiancée?
1, she didn't commit marriage fraud. Our marriage wasn't legally completed. 2, she's not a fraud. She was in a situation where she made the only choice she could. 3, whoever leaked the contract copies to the media can leave this table today. Dig into all financial transactions between Julia and Victoria. What happened at the wedding wasn't a coincidence. I want evidence. Already on it. Also, Serena is staying at Leo's apartment now. He 3 months still needs 3 months of recovery. I've got security on it. As long as she's safe, don't let her know I've arranged it.
When are you going to see her?
When she's ready to come to me.
But I believe he wouldn't marry someone who publicly humiliated him at his own wedding. You lost. Now Damien will come back to me. A marriage alliance is the only way to salvage the Blackwood name. If he would marry you, he wouldn't be the man I fell in love with. You still think he'll want you? I don't know. But I believe he wouldn't marry someone who publicly humiliated him at his own wedding.
Then if I started over, from zero, no contract, no transaction, no expiration date, would you be willing? You've lost weight.
So have you.
That day at the church, I shouldn't have let you walk away alone.
You didn't have a choice either. With the way it was back then, anything you said would have been wrong.
Serena, I'm going to ask you a question. Just say yes or no.
Okay.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Then if I started over, from zero, no contract, no transaction, no expiration date, would you be willing?
You don't hate me?
I did hate you. But I hated that you didn't tell me sooner.
I was scared.
And now? Are you still scared?
Yes. Even more scared, because now there's no contract to end this anymore.
Take the photo. This time it's real. Then paint for a lifetime to pay me back.
Wait a minute. We need to get things straight first.
What about?
The terms. This time I'll write them.
You write. I'll sign everything.
1. No more secrets. Anything, no matter how hard to say, must be said. 2. No more transaction. There is no business deal between us. I can't think of a third one. You write it.
3. Serena Vash has to live here, permanently.
Damien.
4. Damien Blackwood makes breakfast every day.
Enough.
5. At least once a week, go to the studio and paint whatever you want.
You're writing so many terms, I can't afford them.
Then paint for a lifetime to pay me back.
What about Aurora? The Starings won't just let this go.
Already handling it. Marcus found the money trail between Julian and Victoria. Julian took $5 million from Victoria as consulting fees in exchange for helping her undermine my marriage from inside the family. Enough evidence to force Julian out.
So you've been dealing with all this. When did you start digging?
The night you left, I didn't waste time.
Julian took $5 million from Victoria Sterling in consulting fees. The call records with 3 media editors from the week before the wedding are also here. Care to explain?
This is a setup!
A setup? Then explain why the New York Post had the contract pappies 3 hours early on the wedding day, and why the fingerprints on those copies are yours. Effective immediately, Julian Blackburn is no longer a member of the management of any Blackwood Group entity. Legal will handle the follow-up, including possible economic crime charges. Regarding what happened at the wedding a week ago, I have 3 things to say. 1, Serena Vance is my chosen partner. No transaction can define what she is to me. 2, someone attempted to destroy my marriage and my family through illegal means. That person has been expelled from the Blackwood Group. 3, the wedding will happen again. Date to be announced. This time, there will be no secrets.
Wedding will happen again.
You saw it?
Yes. So now I'm asking you officially, Serena Vance, will you marry me? This time, no contract, no expiration date.
I do.
Then this one, I'm hanging it at the wedding.
What's up?
What you said on TV just now, all of America saw it.
So?
So the whole world knows who you chose.
Yes. The whole world knows. So there's no backing out now.
So the one I picked up wasn't the only one. How many of my eyes did you draw?
30-something. Reference material.
Reference material? And this one, where you wrote on the back, this is all fake. That's reference material too?
You're going through my stuff!
You drew me over 30 times and call it reference material? Serena, that's called a crush.
This one is from when you first told me to move closer. This one is from when you told me about your grandfather passing. This one is you cooking eggs in the kitchen.
And this one?
This one is the night everything started to become real.
Then this one, I'm hanging it at the wedding.
I'm not running. I haven't finished painting yet. Can't leave.
Brother-in-law, you're so good at running a company. How are you so bad at games?
I didn't play games as a kid.
Then start now. Play with me every week from now on.
Deal. Once a week.
Grandfather, you chose well. You see people better than I do.
Mr. Arthur, thank you for telling me that day that contracts can be rewritten. I rewrote it.
You call him Mr. Arthur? If he heard that, he'd say, call me grandfather.
Grandfather, thank you.
Nervous?
Not nervous. I already did all the nervousness for the last one.
This time is different. No media, no Aurora, no contract.
Are you nervous?
Nervous. Afraid you might run again tomorrow.
I'm not running. I haven't finished painting yet. Can't leave.
Take care of my sister.
I swear on my life.
Serena, the first time I saw you, you were wearing an old sweatshirt stained with paint, standing in my apartment. Your hands were shaking, but your eyes didn't look away. I didn't know it then, but I'd already lost in that moment. Everything that happened after, whether fake or real,
brought me to this moment.
I want to spend the rest of my life proving to you. You were never a replacement. You are the only one.
Damien, when I first came, I carried a contract full of things I couldn't do. No feelings, no traces, no sincerity, but I did everything I wasn't supposed to do. I drew you over 30 times. I remembered your coffee habits. I forgot I was pretending at your grandfather's bedside. So today, I want to sign one last contract with you. This time there's only one clause. The term is forever. Both parties sign. No breach of contract.
I have something for you.
The original contract is void due to violation of clauses 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 14. The new contract takes effect today. Term and Finda. Party A, Damien Blackwood. Party B.
This letter, we'll open it in 50 years.
Why?
So we can look at it together and see how we started with a lie and turned it into something true.
Brother-in-law! Sis! Time for the photo!
Grandfather, thank you.